What up guys, it's Tinjam with you guys again, and this is going to be the first part on the tutorial on the Atlas 45 pistol. It's been a little bit since I've made a video, I apologize for that. Just haven't seen, testing, end of the year, so, I gotta get all my assignments and whatnot for school. But, looking, I'm on my spring break right now, so I can start this tutorial. It has been a little bit like I said, but let's start this thing. First of all, what you're going to need is some tape, some scissors, and obviously paper. I haven't made one of these, just so you guys know, and but it doesn't look too difficult. The only difference between a regular pistol is it loads in the front right here. There's a little compartment where it goes up instead of the back. Pretty much gonna add that to pretty much a regular pistol. So, but obviously some details here and there. So what we're gonna do is just start with the hand grip. Obviously, you guys know the deal. Just kind of cut a piece of paper so where it's obviously the length of your hand at least. So this is probably going to be good enough for me. Don't make it too big or too small. I mean, if anything, definitely make it a little bigger than smaller, because you don't want to, like, if it's too small, like, you're going to have, like, your pinky and whatnot, Like, if you're holding it, it's going to be, like, pretty much just make it a little bigger if it's not the size of your hand, but, definitely try to make it the size of your hand. And, just roll it up. Into about, decent like that, so maybe about as big, so maybe your thumb and your if your thumb and your index finger kind of touch, that's how wide it is, and then just tape it from there. And also there's a new gun coming to Advanced Warfare, if you guys even play the game, but it's the next downloadable content. It's like this Civil War shotgun pistol. I forgot what it's called, but it looks absolutely incredible, and I might try to make it, and maybe I'll make a tutorial on it. But obviously I haven't been making paper guns because obviously I'm in high school, just having some assignment issues. Next year I'm going to be a junior, so just from there on out it's just going to be kind of difficult to upload. But obviously I'm not going to quit YouTube. That's the last thing I would do. And yeah, just obviously just tape it down. And now you're just gonna kind of want to, I guess, form it into, a rectangle. The usual. Like so. And what we're actually gonna do is we're going to make, we're actually gonna make two of these, because, like I said earlier, you hold it with one hand, and then in the front is where you load it. So pretty much gonna make a duplicate of this. So what I recommend is just kind of, I guess, wrapping this paper, just wrapping another tube around the paper you just made. If you really want, you can I guess make it back into an oval, and then wrap it around. But too lazy. Kind of tighten it as much as you can. Probably just going to try to work on the main frame of the gun in this first part, so that's probably good right there. I don't know if any of you guys are on spring break, but a lot of my friends actually were recently on spring break about 2 weeks ago, and I was kind of pissed off. Because one of my good friends goes to another school as me in a different district, so he has different breaks than me, and I was like kind of pissed off. Couldn't hang out because of the breaks, but now I got mine, so it's all cool. But we still can hang out because he's in school. Anyways, as you see now, you've got your two kind of, as you see, similar tubes. Obviously, you're just going to rectangle this out as well. So that's what you're going to want to do. Let me actually tape this down a little more. The spring break I'll try to make, obviously besides the tutorial, I'll try to make a new gun. I have some ideas. A lot of you guys suggested a lot of guns in my tutorial vote, and some of them actually look really fun. Some of them weren't really even guns, but they looked fun to make. So yeah, you can see right here you have two pretty similar pieces right here. As you can see, they're pretty much the same in size. One's a little smaller. It doesn't really matter. So what we're gonna do right now, pretty much just cut both of them kind of slanted like so. As you can see, just cut one of them or both of them slanted. So obviously when you're holding a gun, it's not gonna be just straight up. It's kind of gonna be at a curve, you know. So it's gonna be like this, not just like straight up. If that makes any sense, you know. And same for this, because this is gonna be obviously where you put the magazine. Just cut it at a slant. And now you have two kind of slanted. This actually needs to be cut a little more. But now you have two slanted grips. And now we're just gonna make pretty much the body, and just connecting these two things. Putting the magazine though is gonna be a little tricky because I mean, I have a simpler way of doing it, but if I want to do it legit, like how it's really reloaded, it's gonna be a little trickier. But we probably just go for the regular. Anyways, but now what you're gonna want to do is cut a piece of paper. I would say, you know what, you don't even have to cut it. So you see long ways, cut that about in half. And then just use one of the sides and roll it hot dog style, so long ways, into, I guess, a tube, but we're obviously gonna kind of make it a rectangle. Pretty much about the size of both tops, so this is gonna pretty much be like the bottom of the cocking mechanism. So you're obviously gonna lay it on top of both grip areas, so just make it pretty much the same size. Now what we're gonna do is obviously just pretty much just tape it. Oh, hold up. Now what we're gonna want to do is just tape it obviously on top of both tubes. Obviously, you're just going to tape one. I'd say tape one of them about maybe a centimeter or two from the back of the gun. So don't put it at the very back like so. Maybe put it a little bit further like so. So you can make kind of a curving area. I'll show that in another part. This whole tutorial might take a few parts, mainly because it's definitely a little more simpler than just an ordinary pistol, but you know, it's not too much out of the ordinary. It's just the cocking or the loading mechanisms in the front, so we just have to kind of add all that together, which won't be a big deal, but this shouldn't be more than like 10 parts. If it is, then it's kind of a, I don't know how that happened, but it's obviously just tape down the handle. I like to secure mine because this is where I'm going to be holding it, and I don't really like holding something, you know, I don't really fall off. So same for this, but I don't know, I might not waste as much time as this. Pretty much tape it about halfway. Oh, which side is it? It's right here. I would tape it about halfway across the gun like so. So just do that. Tape it about halfway from the front of the grip to the front of the barrel, so right about there will be fine. And obviously make sure it's not like way over here, you know, make sure it's like right underneath the handle. And then obviously just secure that. Make sure that's not falling off. Because, you know, you don't want any of them falling off. This is where the magazine is going. And it's kind of weird. I've never actually made a pistol like this before, because, I mean, I've never really seen one loaded in the front. I mean, well, I might have actually seen a few. Can't really remember them at the moment, though. But I haven't made anything like this before. But, you know, like I said before, not too much different, just loading in the front. And, just gotta kind of account for that. Just kind of add it onto a normal pistol. But the trigger isn't just a normal trigger, it's kind of like, it's like a larger trigger, but, yep. So, as you can see, tape both handles on, like so. Let me just take a look real quick. Now we're just gonna do something really simple. Just get a little piece of paper, let's just get a scrap per se. And kind of make it a little long. Pretty much going to be the bottom right here, the bottom of it. It's going to connect to both of this. And pretty much just get a strip of paper, just roll it out. and then just flatten it and tape it. And then just tape it to the bottom of the gun like so. So right there. And this is going to be the first part of the Atlas 45 pistol tutorial. Pretty much the base right here. Pretty much going to add a little more detail. This is where the magazine down here is going to go. Trigger right here. And then the cocking mechanism. That's pretty much it. So if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like down below. If you did enjoy, help me out. It helps me out a lot. Please leave a comment below what other guns you guys want me to make after obviously this tutorial. And please subscribe if you haven't already. So see you guys in the second part of the Atlas 45 pistol tutorial. And yep. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tune down right now.